Every year I get asked, hey, Zach, what bourbons are you hunting for during allocation season? Well, I'm going to tell you my top 5 I'm hunting for this year because I have high hopes for all 5 of them. Welcome back. My name is Zach. Dave's not here this week. We are actually, we just got done with KBF, so we have been trying to catch up on everything, and we're a little behind on videos. So I'm just trying to knock out some this week. Dave will be back next week, so trust me, I miss him just as much as you. But before we begin talking about the allocated bourbons that we are hunting for this year, go ahead and do me a favor. Hit that like, subscribe, notifications button. You guys have been crushing it here lately. Check us out on Patreon. Our Patreon, we just got done dropping our Still Austin pick. We have a Jack Daniels pick coming. We have 2 Green River barrels coming. One's a shorty and it is beautiful. We also have some other fun stuff we're going to be doing. We're going to Evernorth to do a pick eventually. I got to schedule that. Maybe have another 1 or 2 picks that we're going to try to sneak in here or there. But anyways, check us out on Patreon. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the fun platforms that you could be on. Anyways, on to today's video topic. So we're talking about our allocated bourbon that we're hunting for this year. Now, some of these are going to be a little generic because they're either really good or last year's was like really good or the hype around it's really high. So for a multitude of reasons, I have a lot of high hopes with these. But honestly, I have some newer bourbons that will be coming out that I have really high hopes for just because I believe in the distillery or the legacy or the Rick House or whatever the situation might be. I just kind of believe in them. So anyways, let's get into it. First one, we're going to talk about the Bardstown Cathedral. Now, the series is a distillery reserve. So it's basically a 375 that they only release down at the tasting room down in downtown Louisville or at the distillery. Now, I believe at the time I'm recording this is the last day for the other one, which is I was going to say Mizuno, and it's not, but it's the, whatever. I can't ever say this oak. It's a type of Japanese oak, and I always screw it up. So I apologize. Make fun of me in the comments below. You all know. Just start going. It's my Midwestern in me. I'm sorry. Anyways, with all that being said, these have been really a pleasant surprise. The Cathedral's dang good. I really like the Cathedral a lot. This is also really, really good, which I'm surprised because I normally do not like that type of oak. But both of them have been really good. So I'm really interested what Dan and what Bardstown's going to do with the 3rd release this year. I really have high hopes. I get people are going to give me a lot of crap for this because I am local to Kentucky. I am a big believer that brands should have distillery only. And it's not because it has to necessarily be for the people that live in Kentucky. There's so many people that we talk to that come in on the bourbon trail that get upset whenever they can't get something that they can't get at home. I feel like if enough distilleries do special releases, you might not be able to get your favorite distillery, but you might be able to get 1 or 2 of them. So I think whenever distilleries do that, it's actually really good for tourism. It's good for the industry. It's good for the bourbon enthusiasts. It's good for a lot of things. So I give Bardstown a lot of credit for this one. And they've been pleasantly really good. Also, if you didn't join their club, they have like the best deal in the world, like with their club that they have. It's really great. So, all right, next one. This is the Jack Daniels Coy Hill. Now, I don't know. I should know, but I have like absolutely refused to do any research on it just because I like to be surprised whenever Jack Daniels is very, very kind to us. They send us a lot of stuff to try. But they're basically doing a Coy Hill rye, and I'm excited for it. Their last special release rye is, I'm not even kidding you guys, it's one of the greatest rye releases of all time. All right? Look, you could say some of the, ultra age Willets or Booker's rye, whatever, all that stuff. Like there's a ton more. Like, and I'm not even talking like M25 rye, right? But for a release that was that big and it was that good, it was pre-COVID. That was the glory days whenever you could find stuff at Myers just sitting on the shelf. That's where I found mine. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm super excited for it. I'm trying, like, it's probably the most second thing I'm hyped up about this year, just because I know how good whenever Jack Daniels does a special release. It's rare for them to miss. There's been a couple I haven't loved, but it's rare for them to miss, and it's really, really rare for them to miss on something like this, like where I'm super excited for. I don't think it's going to be hazmat proof or anything like that, but I think it's going to be so high proof. And I mean, the barrel proof rye is already great. So if you just take that to another level, like to a whole nother floor or 2 or 3 up, it's just going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. And this one, very pleasantly surprised. Dave and I have talked about this quite a bit this year. This was the Tanager. This is from last year from Still Austin. This came out of nowhere. This was actually sneaky hard for us to get in this area. So for anybody who doesn't know, Still Austin's in this area is only sold at Total Wine. So there was like, I want to say like 18 of these that hit like the state of Kentucky. And I think I legitimately grabbed the last one. I was searching in Louisville, then was told they had one in Lexington, drove down there, missed. And then I drove back to Louisville and just swung by just to see if they would have another one. And just so happened they were literally sitting the last one out, and I picked it up. So it worked out really well. Love the review, or I loved it whenever we reviewed it. It placed, I think, 11th for us, and we kind of went back and forth like, man, we almost think it should have been top 10 whiskey. So overall, it's awesome. I'm a big believer of what Still Austin does. I think they do incredible stuff down there. So very happy with them, very pleasantly surprised with how good it is, and just overall, just really big fans of it all. And this is going to be a little bit of a filler because I kind of feel like I say this every year, but I'm adding something to it. So this is a WLW, a William LaRuella, a BTAC, right? Last year I was really hopeful I'd get a GTS or a William LaRuella. That didn't happen. But I would love to be able to get them this year, to be able to do reviews. I'd love to be able to get all of BTAC to do the reviews for you guys. Obviously, like, right? Like, wouldn't you? Like, I would. I know you guys would. It's one of the most sought after lineups in all of bourbon, if not the most sought after lineup. But the new E.H. Taylor BTAC should be out this year. I think Buffalo Trace, they just did like a free event lottery drawing where it's free and you get to go there, and I think you actually get to be a part of the first group that gets to try it. So to me, that is A, exciting, but B, I just think it's something new, it's different, and it's BTAC. Like, I mean, it's kind of like saying like King Kentucky, right? Like you could say King Kentucky, you could say BTAC every year. Like those are just different levels of whiskey for the most part, year in, year out. Yes, they're all super rare. Yes, they're all hard to find. Obviously, I don't find BTAC. You all know I open up pretty much everything I get to review year in, year out. And you've seen how much BTAC we've reviewed on here. It hasn't been a lot because I haven't gotten a lot, but anyways, which is fine. Happens. This is by far the most hyped up thing I am looking for all of this year is the William Heaven Hill. All right. So the new Heaven Hill this year, I think it's going to be like 19 years old. It's going to be like 139.4 proof, 0.6 proof, something like that. How they couldn't blend that into a hazmat, I don't know. Not knocking them. I trust in Heaven Hill. I trust in all things Heaven Hill. They've really done a great job over a lot of different areas, subjects, and everything else. Perfect? No, but they've done a really good job. In our end of the year whiskey blinds, they always have top 10 whiskey. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have full faith in them for that. With all that being said, I think, and I've had this conversation with certain other whiskey tubers, Instagrammers, you all in the audience, this bottle either gets way underhyped or it's believed to be way overrated. I believe this bottle is way underrated for what it is. Is every year a hitter? Is every year great? No. This is last year's, really good. It wasn't 17, William Heaven Hill's 17 year or the 15 year. The 15 year, beautiful. With all that being said, these bottles of bourbon are so freaking good year in, year out. And they are special. They're only like, high 20s, low 30 barrel yields. And they just do such an incredible job with this down there at Heaven Hill. I just appreciate it and love it. And honestly, it's one of the things I camp out for every release at Heaven Hill? No, but this one, I'll camp out for. So anyways, That's today's video. Let us know in the comments below. I would love to hear some really great craft whiskey releases that are coming out that you guys are hyped up about, because like some of that we just don't hear about or see in our area. So anyways, please make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notifications button. Check us out on Patreon, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the platforms. We even have podcasts floating around out there somewhere that Dave takes care of. But anyways, love you all. Appreciate you all. And until next time, we'll see you.